WHA Group's Thailand's largest and most successful developer of industrial estates, utilities and power, and property solutions. Slowly recovering after COVID-19 pandemic, last year the company reports its total revenue of around 15,000 million baht and its net revenue of around 4,000 million baht, representing increases of 30% and 56% respectively. So please welcome Kun Jareeporn Jarukornsakul, Chairman of the Executive Committee and Group CEO from WHA Group. สวัสดีค่ะ How are you today?
Good.
So right now, Thailand, we can see that Thailand recovers from COVID-19 pandemics. Right now, a lot of business start to resume, and we see a lot of investors, especially the FDI. Could you please tell me what is your FDI or foreign direct investment situation for your WHA Group?
Yeah, this year better than we expect. Since for FDI is starting from like about 4 or 5 years ago. Since we estimate about the EEC, that means the Eastern Economic Corridor Part 2, right, that we can attract for the FDI to like invest in our country because of we have a lot of benefit, especially like about the special incentive about for the S curve and US curve, and also for the government and also invest in the infrastructure to develop all the infrastructure of the country. That seems like it's all attract on the FDI who would like to expand the business in Thailand. But when you have the third wall, since for the third wall, it seems like we are catalyst about the relocations from China to Thailand, also Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. And then for the COVID, it seems like another impact about the think about the relocation from China because of about the supply chain, right? No, it seems like for they need to diversification from China. Right, and also think a lot of problems in China. That's mean that a lot of investors, both China and non-China, think about to relocate it to like Thailand or Vietnam or Indonesia, right? That's why from the last year, our corporate net profits all-time high, lead by about the industrial estate. But after Thailand open country and China open country, wow, a lot of investors came from China. This year, I think that for the FDI part, about the industrial estate part, maybe the all-time high again.
Why Thailand is so attractive to investors, foreign direct investors so much, especially after COVID-19?
Right. Because of you think about our regional, right? For the Thailand, for the infrastructure, we have the infrastructure better than our neighbor. For the people, skilled labor, we also, especially for about the automotive, we have the skilled labor. We seem like about the Detroit of Asia, and we have the big ecosystem of automotive, right? We have about the part of the supplier of the automotive, right? And about the special tax periods.
When you mentioned about automotive, last year, you have signed
Build Your Dream.
So they are going to build their production plant in here. So that means that the EV market in Thailand is growing. Could you elaborate more?
In our industry, not only for the BYD, we also have another two Chinese automotive like MG or the Great Wall or in our industry estate and coming a lot. I thought that maybe next month or next 2 months we will sign another contract with about the Chinese automotive. It's an EV as well.
As a role of WHA Group, apart from signing the contract with them, what are you contributing to them?
Yeah, because of they are coming from other country, they need a lot of support from us, right? Support. The first thing about the land that we propose to them, this is the strategic location for about the auto sector, because of very close to the port, right? Very close to about the supplier, right? The prime location has a lot of people there. That's mean the labor something, and our infrastructure, right? We do about the ecosystem for infrastructure, right? That support them for all these things.
So when you talk about infrastructure ecosystems, I would like you to talk about your plans right now, especially the mission to the sun.
Since it come from the last 5 years, I thinking a lot about the transformation. On the year 2017, I start about the digital innovation, right? At 2020, I do the roadmap of the digital transformation. And 20 to 21, we have implement a lot of digital transformation project. And last year, 2022, I thought that from our corporate, we are ready to transform our corporate. So we announced in our corporate that we will transform to the tech company, from infrastructure company, transform to tech company in 3 years. That's mean next year, the end of next year, we should ready for to do the tech company. And the early this year, we announced in the public or in our corporate that we will do the project Mission to the Sun. That this project will lead us to the tech company. Yeah, this come from that many things that we done in the past, right? Start from our infrastructure and have the technology ramp it up for our industries.
Can you mention few projects under Mission to the Sun? I've heard about green logistics.
Right. Since now for the Mission to the Sun, we have 9 projects together. Green logistics is one of the Mission to the Sun project. Because of the green logistics, I think about the green concept, right? So for the next couple future, so everything we would like to turn to the green, something like that. Because of about the climate change, every corporate need to announce that. WHA as well. We announced that we have used the net zero in the year 2050, but our group have we can achieve the neutral carbon on the 2021, 2 years ago. I already neutral because of the carbon emission that we emit, like we have the solar power, the green energy, right, to offset that. And we can offset in the year 2021, right?
Why you call the project a campaign Mission to the Sun?
Yeah, because of the sun has a lot of energy, right?
The sun has a lot of energy.
If you think about the negative part, the sun will burn you. But I think of positive thinking. You need to think about the loss of energy, unlimited source of energy. If we just only use about some source of energy from the sun, you can achieve everything.
You were talking about the relocation, your investments as well. Apart from Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam, what are the other locations that will benefit from your WHA Group?
Now, WHA already invest in 4 countries. As you said, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Laos. Now we have about the hydropower plant there long time ago, right? But right now we focus more and more on about Vietnam. Since we think a lot about the increasing of Vietnam economy, very interesting. Vietnam can attract a lot of FDI, especially for about the electronic part, right? So we have invested in Vietnam. We do a project about the industrial estate as well, and also about utility business. And now we really success in about the industrial estate that we done in Vietnam, and we will increase another location about the industrial estate in Vietnam. That we think that in the next 4 or 5 years, the land sale in Vietnam maybe should be equal to land sale in Thailand. It's really interesting country.
So far, what is your revenue in the first quarter of this year?
Yeah, now I try to we do the global corporate, right? We invest in other country. Also, I would like to transform our corporate to the technology company. That means we can use about a lot of in our infrastructure drop by the technology that we can quote about the exponential growth.
Can you please reveal your secret? How can you further extend the business non-stop and in a creative way, in a way that actually contributes to the society.
Right. I thought a lot about the contribute to society, because if you see the four business hub of the WHA, right? Like about we think about the green logistics. Do you think why we think about the green logistics? Because I thought that because of its right, the time that need to transform from combustion to EV, right? So I would like to do like the EV to be like about lower the cost of about the logistic cost of our country. That means that we would like to increase about the competitiveness of our Thailand. As well, for the industrial estate, we can attract a lot of investors coming to our industrial estate. That means we build a city, industrial city. Everywhere that we go, that means we can create a lot of investment. And for the people around that area, we have a better life. Right now, today we can approach on our client is nearly about 1,000 customers in our industrial estate. We can approach around 1.4 trillion Thai baht right now, and we can create a job around 200,000 jobs in our industrial estate. And the people, right? I think more than 200 family allow our industrial estate, so we can create about a better life for them.
Well, since you mentioned before at the beginning of the interview, Thailand is so attractive. A lot of foreign direct investors coming to invest in here in sustainability, logistics area. Do you see Thailand in the future as the ASEAN hub in terms of logistics, maybe green logistics and sustainability, or technologies under the Mission to the Sun campaign?
We thought that for Thailand, we have a lot of opportunities because of you can see it, our country, the strategic location in this regional. We are the strategic location, right? We're perfect, right? And also, you think about like China, they expand their business a lot, right? And they do about the BRI, the initiative, and so the gateway of the BRI, like Kunming, they have the plan to look about the Leo to connect in the EEC area. And if you think about if we can expand the southern economic corridor, or we can do land-based, that means we can approach it through ocean, something like that. That's in our strategic location. You have to get the most benefit as well. This is very good for Thailand as well. For the WHA Group, we think of because of we also one of this model is about the logistics. We can increase a lot. That's why we think about the green logistics end-to-end process to increase our efficiency, lower the cost of the logistic cost.
Any challenges?
Yeah, a lot of challenge for me. I have anything, more idea or more business model, right?
But continue to deliver.
Sure. Direct to the country, how we can help our country, how we can help our people. I think about this thing. I think that's from now on, right? When everybody who see about the logo of WHA, they will see that this logo means that WHA we come to give, not take.
So for today, thank you very much, Kun Jareeporn.
Thank you so much. สวัสดีค่ะ